Google has shown great advance in AI reinforcement learning, so-called deep reinforcement learning, which is the result of applying reinforcement learning using deep neural networks. Reinforcement learning is an aspect of machine learning where an agent learns to behave in an environment, which kind of resembles the way a human learns, by performing certain actions and observing the rewards and result which it gets from those actions. And it is called deep reinforcement learning because the phrase deep learning is also used to describe these deep neural networks, as deep learning represents a specific form of machine learning where technology uses aspects of artificial intelligence to classify and order information in ways that go beyond simple input or output protocols. Something to know about DQN is that they are sample inefficient and expensive to train. The standard approach in the DQN literature is to run 200 million frame training sessions. That is about 930 hours of human speed gameplay, or roughly 20 days of training on a single P4000 GPU. Instead of pulling something like that off for every version of the algorithm, we choose to run this comparison experiment for 10 million frames, which is enough to highlight the discrepancies and to train our final best performing agent to extend our 40 million step run. We use Pac-Man as an example. The Pac-Man gets reward for each dot eaten, and if he swallows the fruit that makes those goals edible, you get even more points. So basically you get points for anything you swallow. At the first session, the Pac-Man will just move in one direction until it touches a ghost and dies. Now that it knows touching a ghost can kill himself, he starts to avoid the ghost. In some frame, when Pac-Man eats a fruit and becomes invulnerable, the machine agent will acknowledge the reward, and as the training goes on, the Pac-Man will find the best possible situation to eat each and every dot while eating the fruit in the best possible situation to avoid death, hence getting the highest possible score one can achieve. So how does RL impact on individual? The moment when AlphaGo defeat the world champion, the impact it brought to the world champion is severe. Lucido was known as the master of Go. He set the pace for the rest of the world, but AlphaGo, a RL program who just played Go for about 5 months, defeated him. This event rewrites the human history where human has admitted defeat to an emotionless program. RL is an increasingly popular technique for organizations that deal regularly with large complex problem space. Because RL model learns by a continuous process of receiving reward and punishment on every action taken, it is able to train systems to respond to unforeseen environments. Industrial systems, including supply chain management and industrial robotics, are good examples of large problems perfectly suited to be solved with reinforcement learning. With DQN, a never foreseen strategy can be discovered and can be used as a beneficial reference for professionals in the future. Using Lucido as an example again, he has defeated by a machine. And like RL, he was able to learn a new technique that he might find useful in his future career. In the near future, DQN will become a medium for humans to learn new strategies and overcome more uncertainties.